The last eShop deals video, I looked at a bunch of awesome deals. But for those that are looking for games with a much more limited budget, don't worry, I got you covered. I have 10 eShop deals for less than $3 each. These are great games for great values for very little money. So hang on, make sure to subscribe to the channel as I dive into some awesome and really cheap eShop deals. The first game I have on today's list is a pretty sweet deal. I love the Sega Saturn and was really happy when a remake was announced for the original Panzer Dragoon. The Switch version is pretty nice, especially since there's been some updates for the game, which make the game look better and run smoother than before. But what's really sweet is its current deal. It's $2.49, a massive discount over its normal price tag, even when you consider its past sales. This 3D shooter is a must for the Switch, and if you're a retro fan or a shooter fan like myself, you need to get this. Don't miss out on this sale. Sale ends June 16th. One thing to note though, it is a hefty game. It clocks in at over 9 gigs, so you may or may not need to make some room for this beefy boy, but it's worth it at the price. Speaking of file sizes, I've recently added file sizes to the game tags, so let me know in the comments down below if you like that and want me to continue doing that in future videos. Golf Club Wasteland is an interesting indie title. You venture back to Earth to play some golf, and along the way you encounter the story behind why Earth was abandoned and why people left for Mars. This essentially is a puzzle game, and a nice one at that. The main story isn't too hard, it's pretty relaxing, but there is a challenge mode and an iron mode, which both will put your skills to the test. It's on sale for $2.99, it's the lowest price ever, and is quite the gem to get for your Switch. Make sure to check this out. Sale ends June 22nd. Robonauts is a game I've talked about before in my eShop games for $5 and under video, which you should definitely check out. I'll leave a link to that in the comments. Anyway, it's a pretty nice action arcade game that was one of the early releases for the Switch. It still holds up, it's a worthy get as you blast through enemies while hopping from planet to planet. It's just $1.99 on the eShop sale and worth adding to your Switch library. Sale ends June 17th. Okay, I did not know that they remastered Lettercrest, and now seeing that they did, and what the price is going for right now, you best believe I'm gonna recommend this. This is a turn-based RPG, where you spell words to battle monsters. It's a great value here as there's 40 stages, and 4 different ways to play, and over 60 achievements to get. It's just $1.99. Holy cow, this is a nice deal. I'm not kidding at all. It's the lowest price ever too. Sale ends really soon for this one on June 9th, so don't delay if you want it. It's worth mentioning Kave Adventure one more time, especially since it's such a nice game for just $1.99. I did a full review on this, which I highly encourage you to check it out. I'll have a link to that in the comments. But basically, Kave Adventure is a really polished platformer that is in the style of Donkey Kong Country games. You got a really neat jet mechanic, plus it's a lot more accessible than the DKC games. Everyone who has bought it via my suggestion has said to me that it's pretty darn good and worth every cent. Sale ends June 20th. Okay, this next game would have been a perfect fit on the NES. Oniken Unstoppable Edition is a side-scroller action game that obviously looks like an NES game. It's tough from what I can see, but if you're used to that style of games, then you really shouldn't have a problem with it. It looks pretty cool, it looks like a fun game. It's $1.99, it's the lowest price ever on the eShop. Sale ends June 9th. Again, a pretty short sale, so make sure to act fast if you want it. Okay, this next game would have been a perfect fit on the NES. Oniken Unstoppable Edition is a side-scroller action game that obviously looks like an NES game. It's tough from what I can see, but if you're used to that style of games, then you really shouldn't have a problem with it. It looks pretty cool, it looks like a fun game. It's $1.99, it's the lowest price ever on the eShop. Sale ends June 9th. Again, a pretty short sale, so make sure to act fast if you want it. I've talked about classic style games and Metroidvanias in this video, and those are games I gravitate to at times. We all got our favorite types of games. Let me know what yours are in the comments down below. Another style of game I like is adventure games. This next game is an old school style point and click adventure game. It's called Encodya. but of course it has some modern features too. It includes full voice acting, which is always a plus. You play as Tina, a 9-year-old orphan who lives with her robot guardian as they try to survive in this cyberpunk adventure. It's $2.99, its lowest price ever, a mass discount from its $30 price tag. Sale ends June 22nd. Chances are you've heard about Thomas Was Alone, but just in case you haven't, it's an award-winning puzzle platformer that was released a decade ago. That is worth playing at least once in your life. As simplistic as it may look, trust me, its quality and the game will surprise you. It's narrated by Danny Rawlis. He will guide you through the story and the feels. The Switch version is $1.99, its lowest price ever on the eShop, and worth getting for the first time, or the 5th. Sale ends June 17th. Speaking of feels, this next one will certainly make you feel a lot of things. This War of Mine Complete Edition is hard. Not hard to play, but hard because of the emotional impact it will have on you. It's especially true given the current circumstances going on. But trust me, this is one you need to experience. This is a war survivor game that focuses on civilian experience rather than typical combat on the front lines. It's a strategy game, and you'll have to figure out how to survive, and to make some really hard decisions in order to do so. It's $1.99, a massive discount from its normal $40 MSRP price tag. This includes the DLC too, so yeah, complete package is here. Get it and play it. Sale ends June 14th. And there you go, 10 eShop deals for $3 or less. These are all worth checking out. If you have any suggestions of games for me to check out, make sure to put that in the comments down below. Just like I mentioned near the beginning of this video, make sure to check out Friday's eShop sales video. There's a lot of sweet deals going on some franchises like Resident Evil and Shantae that you do not want to miss out. I'll have links to that and other videos mentioned today in the comments down below, as well as you can check out the suggested videos at the end of this video. If you liked the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't already done so, make sure to subscribe and click that bell icon so you never miss a single video. Thank you for watching, thank you for subscribing, have a wonderful day, and I'll catch you next time.